You may be looking at this setup thinking, this fella doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Where are we going? I don't know. Doesn't know his backwards from his front. Might have his anterior located in his posterior. I wouldn't fault you for any of that. If I saw some dude going down the trail with llamas, a recurve bow, and some fancy pants big shooting rifle with a suppressor on it, I'd probably be talking some crap, if I'm being honest.
It's true.
Well, I only got so much time, and I got 2 tags. Archery elk tag, rifle mule deer tag. 2 tags. We're on an adventure, kids. Solo hunt. This is Frankie, this is Santa Cruz. General tags, public land. That's why you always grease your boots. Only 1,000 more birds to go.
How's it going?
I don't think the llamas are in it for the beautiful scenery. Right at about, 11 miles maybe. Decent amount of vert. Kids are happy. Got a little slow on me in the end there. I used Onyx, that new feature on Onyx where you can kind of get a view shed, and pinned a bunch of points. And I'm gonna go hit those points as soon as I get these guys staked out. I gotta get all my poop in a pile to get scouting here, because time is a-wasting. Evening light, got dinner packed in the old backpack. Gonna get up onto one of these points that I pre-scouted and see if we can't find Mr. Big, come up with a game plan. Got a pile of glass, thanks to those llamas. So we should be able to see anybody if they're out moving around. Mom and the kids out looking for dinner too. I'm gonna try to get up on this knob and glass across the way here. So lots to take in. Like once we were set up and looking at the place we wanted to look, the first deer that pops out is a nice buck, like darn respectable buck. Just a regular old 4x4, fairly deep forks. If that's the first deer that we see, I'm hoping we get a look at a couple more older age class bucks. This dude's young, just real trim, hasn't put on the old man beer belly, but we can still get around. Did 5 a.m. wake up. Gonna pack up the ridge here and go look at another zone that I looked at this summer that definitely had a nice buck in it. She's a little heavy. Now we'll go up. Good news, bad news here.
What's the good news?
There's 2 little bucks come across this bottom. That super nice little sagebrush slope there.
Nice. What's the bad news?
A guy just rode up the trail on a horse, tied up at that first little crops of trees. Walked out there, looked around, turned around, walked back.
Damn it.
You know, the 3-point in there has a great frame.
And certainly a buck I'd love to get in a lot of places, but it doesn't really make him a shooter out here because of the aforementioned pack out for the most part. And I think that 4-point's the one we saw last night. You know, and he's a darn nice buck, but if he lived another year, he'd be in that class, a real nice buck. So I haven't really located a shooter yet. So just beating myself up over my options here on what the heck I should do with my valuable time. I'm glassing around and I'm seeing horse camp after horse camp up in here, which was to be expected, but still not what you want to see. These folks over here are on this high plateau, and for some reason they have a crapper, a shitter set up out in the bald ass open. I'm not sure what the lesson learned there is, but everybody appreciates a toilet with a view, I guess. People on horse, people on foot. Big camps, little camps, people taking poop in the wide open. Don't know what to make of it, Gare.
Coffee's good though.
Coffee's good. Not that I do everything the right way, but enough of these people are doing things the wrong way. We just watched 2 backpackers pace back and forth, skylined for the world to see for an hour, basically. I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna pack up and head for my plan B, make my plan B location my plan A location. So, head out for parts unknown. Got a long walk ahead of us. Good luck, dear. When this is all said and done, they can't say we didn't put in the effort. So we've done about 5 miles just straight up and down today. Relocated camp and have been sitting here burning my eyeballs out over this gorgeous landscape for about 3 hours, and I've only found 2 forked horn bucks. Bright side is Garrett made his famous chicken pesto pasta for dinner. And that was real tasty. Now we have an impending storm, which is just driving me nuts as far as how much hunt time, visibility we're gonna have. That's to find a buck and get on a buck and get a buck killed. It's really, really worrying me, because this country out here is, it's pretty brutal, pretty dangerous with weather changes. But on top of that, the clouds suck in here and you just can't see. I got one more spot to check tonight, so I'm probably gonna pack this up, bounce into that next basin, look at that, and then head to bed and get going early for tomorrow, opening day, mule deer.
Good morning! Wyoming mule deer opener. It's 0500 in the morning. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. 10,000 feet up here on the mountain. Slept pretty darn well. Have a real short hike over the top of one of these humps. Know there's deer in here. Just gotta have the right one show up. Yeah, get moving here. Cross your fingers, finish my coffee, and roll over the mountain, find Mr. Big.
So plan was working great until there was a headlight on the hill already. And I gotta hand it to that dude, he got up real early. Should've skipped the cup of coffee this morning. But you gotta live a little, you know. So instead of taking a nice little roll over the hill, did a sprint up to this ridge to overlook some stuff that definitely has potential. I'm sure there's deer here. I just haven't put eyes on it yet. I was hoping for a buck, found a bighorn sheep. They like this terrain, apparently. Bighorn sheep, bull elk. Now I just need that mule deer to come on the scene. Little muley bucks. Next year's crop, or a couple years from now's crop. So aside from some bighorn sheep and some half dozen real small mule deer bucks, a handful of elk, I'm just not seeing anything in here that makes me want to stick around. Quite a few gunshots. So a little competition's out of the woods if those boys can hit what they're aiming at. I'm gonna go back down, pack up. I did some pre-packing this morning, so it'll be quick, and haul butt for another spot. Right now I'm hoping for a forecasted storm system to shake things up. For one thing, it could move some people out of the high country. Lightning at 10,000 feet in elevation is nothing to take casually. And two, it could get deer out in the daylight to feed. With the increased human activity in the backcountry, the mule deer activity has gone down. Anytime that you're going downhill or uphill for a prolonged period of time. Uphill we don't have to worry about because of these breast straps, but if you see how loose this isn't because this strap is loose, it's because this whole saddle is shifted forward. So we got a lot of miles to go, and I don't want this breech strap coming up underneath old Frankie's armpits here and causing a saddle sore. That wouldn't be fun. Right? Just like when you get saddle sores on your hips when you're backpacking. So I'm gonna try to slide this thing back and tighten them up. Whoa. You may be asking, why llamas? Llamas can't pack as much as a mule, they aren't going to let you sit on them, and they aren't as fast. Conversely, well-trained llamas like these from Beatty's Wilderness Ridge Trail llamas are extremely user-friendly. Plus, they are light on their feet and your feet if they step on you. They are also able to browse on a wider variety of feed, which is helpful when selecting high alpine campsites, and they can travel on trails that aren't stable enough for heavier pack animals. No matter what pack animal you choose, you will have to dedicate time on your hunt to the care and maintenance of these animals every day. Relocated, tents up. You'll notice the packs are on the llamas, minus stuff. That's because this is a dry camp. Not only is there no beer, but there's no water. So I'm gonna, hook these kids up and walk off for water, load them down, which is with as much as they can carry, and then go find Mr. Big from there. If you're wondering what a guy does all day, this is it. Dropped on the other side of the hill and it's dry, but our llama water search is fruitful. It's just a little slow, requires a little patience. There's a big elk wallow next to camp that the llamas are more than happy to drink out of. If you filter elk wallow water, it still tastes like elk, but it'll get you through. I was pressing my luck to find something that I didn't feel like I had to filter and didn't taste like elk piss. You know what they say about these mountain storms? They come on you fast and they leave you fast. This one doesn't know if it wants to be serious or not, but we did get enough service to get a weather report, and it does turn to crap, which we knew. A certain amount of crap is gonna be great because it's been so hot. It's limiting deer activity. Too much crap, and that will limit deer activity. No problema, as they say.
There's some gorgeous deer country there, Gare. Hoping, I'm kind of getting down to the wire time-wise. This wind is not ideal for any sort of hunting, but gonna tuck in here, do some serious glassing, hope come up with a better game plan for the morning. Let's be honest, not everybody's favorite peak refuel meal. Breakfast in general can be hard, but check this out. Oh yeah. Up early once again, and I got some bad news to share. This is just part of growing up, I understand, but it kind of makes me want to cry if I'm being honest. This storm system is getting more severe, not less. Consistent rain, sleet, snow, and then no predicted break in the weather. My guesstimate is it's going to take somewhere between 13 and 15 hours of straight walking to get out of here under those conditions. Part of me says that's fine. Other part of me says the llamas are not going to take it, and it's going to be a 2 whole-ish day ordeal. Even though it pains me to say, I'm going to try to pack all the way out today under what should be predominantly dry trail conditions, and try to hunt from the road system one more day versus being in here and potentially being trapped in this tent under real nasty conditions. We'll look for mule deer on the way out, but I'll be honest with you kids, it's not looking good. We're doing a lot of smart things today. So I decided to throw in one stupid one. From up on top, there was a full-on elk party in this draw. We bumped into a bunch of hunters who were hunting the top. And they were like, oh, the elk were going crazy in there. We're gonna battle up this god-awful, horrible avalanche chute. And worst case scenario, kill a bull in here. And then it's only going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 8-ish miles in the rain to the trailhead tomorrow, packing meat. Gare says he's in. But once I show him that cooler beer in the truck and the hot shower with the camper, he may not be as committed tomorrow. Lost a lot of good guys that way. Stuff is so steep and nasty. Kind of makes me nostalgic for Idaho. In the zone. Now it's hotter than hell and really exposed. Oh boy, there's our storm. To go up to this next pine tree, rip a little bugle, see if we can find someone to make music together with, and then kill him. I hear nothing.
which is good. Which is good. I'm gonna make some noise going down the trail in a couple of spots where there's a bunch of elk sign on the way up. See if somebody wants to talk to us, and might do another stupid diversion. This one had a lot of pain written all over it, which most elk do, in case you wanted to know.
If it looks to you like we're doing more hiking than hunting, well, you're right. Between running from the mother of all storms, which hasn't yet to materialize, and trying to find space in between other groups of hunters, I'm not getting the serious deer hunting in. Hammer and rain now, thunderstorms, all that fun stuff. This area, as we've covered, is covered in people. And instead of getting some sleep that I need to catch up on, I'm gonna pack up, camp, access some different country from a new location. So I'll take advantage of the rain day that way, and hopefully by the time this system breaks, these animals are gonna wanna be on their feet a little bit longer, move a little bit more, be more noticeable, and I'm gonna be in a spot where I can take advantage of that. This is what I gotta do. Ready to travel? Seatbelt gang. Well, we wasted about a day and a half of good backcountry time running from a storm that eventually did show up, but not exactly how it was forecasted or when. My game plan was based on being highly mobile, but that mobility came at a cost of pure, focused hunt time. Now, my time is up, and I have no choice but to march into the fog and hope for the best.
Well, hopefully, the fact that what you get when you draw a tag, opportunity, not an animal, isn't the theme of this season, but starting out that way. Now, I will tell you, it's absolutely phenomenal country. I've hiked a ton of it, and you know, opening weekend was brutal people-wise, but still a hell of an experience. I darn sure wouldn't want to be sitting at home instead of doing this. And there's just a ton of this area that is probably peopleless and unexplored by me. I just never imagined I'd rip through kind of like my ABCD plan so fast, or else I would have gotten into some of those places. You only get so much time, so you better appreciate the whole deal, because more often than not, that's what you get instead of just the animal. On to the next one.